Ross, a tough start, and then you got back into it by half time. And where do you think it got away from you after that?
Yeah, they were very good first quarter. Really didn't see that coming to that extent. So the ability to just rebalance a little bit, at least break even in the second, and maybe the early part of the third, where we could have put under some pressure and some poor entry decisions. So, and then from there, really all day there. Look, they played. We wanted to play the front half game against them and lock it in. When teams do well against them, that's what they do, and take away their marks. Like they still had well north of 100 marks. So our ability to locate them and lock it in our forward line is we've struggled all year, and it was really compounded tonight. Really concerned about their midfield. I thought Stocker to Petrarca sort of fought on. We put Sinclair in there to try and inject some real class in there, but they just beat us ever on the outside, and our ball use, which we're obviously getting criticised for, and fair enough. We're just not executing at all. At times we took the contest on early where we could have, but we just turned it over a lot coming out. So it's a little bit frustrating. We're trying to be more aggressive and take the contest on centre forward, but we have been pretty much in the top four for the last 2 years, scoring out of our D50 and defensive mid, which theoretically should be harder. But, so I know we've asked for a bit more aggression, then you lose that. So I know it's we've got to get. Well, we do know we're going to go away and look at it. And then our team defence, something we were really good at last year, has really fallen away. So we just had a chat about it with the coaches, and Corey Enright's really good with it. Said we'll just focus on some things that we know we can do well quickly, and then continue to work on the ball use and try and build out a midfield, which we're always got concerns about every week going in. But Crouch played really well in the twos off the long-term knee injuries. He ready. He was really important to us last year. He's no silver bullet, but it would help. So, I feel for our fans and our members, and I said to the players, we need to stick together. I thought we fought on in it. We never gave up. We kicked a few late cheapies, but it's better than not kicking them. So, we've really fallen away a bit. So we've got to go away and assess, try and keep a cool head, take the heat that comes, and stay true to working hard and keeping a safe environment for the players.
What was your message to the players at quarter time? Because it seemed like, you had them for a long period before they split off into...
Yeah, well, often they go to groups, but I just thought we just put them in their lines. Gave me some examples of, there was a Howard entry and no one really filled any space, and Howard's man was pretty sloppy or transitioned to full length or will turn. So just have a think about it. We just really put the onus back on the players to take some ownership, and I thought they did that. Steele and Jack Sinclair and Wilkie stood up, because sometimes the little green man and the bloke in the box with the phone can't do it. So I thought they took ownership of their performance and turned it around a bit. So there's no ranting. It was just like, boys, you need to take ownership and execute a little bit better.
You mentioned ball use and turnover. Is that what you attribute to the lower scoring in recent weeks, or is there another thing?
Yeah, no, look, if you really... I don't want to go too deep. Everyone can prosecute their own case, but... Like if I prosecuted us last week, first half it would have been very difficult to criticise us. The desire to go forward and have entries, 15 in the first quarter, only kicked 2 goals. Half time was 28-21. Then we kicked the first 2 after half time, and then we just got annihilated in the midfield. So you can prosecute your own case. We understand it was about ground position and no supply. Hawthorn the week before was about chipping around, not overuse and not going to the contest. Today we're probably guilty of going to the contest too early. So, top 4 scoring out of D mid, scoring from stoppage is really low. Only 7 points today. You need I think comp average is about 23. Scoring from front half attacking mid possession games, I think we got 12. We averaged 17. Comp average is 21. So it goes in and comes out. And then the ability to score a 450 possession games, which we average the correct amount, but we just don't convert them. So we're really clear on where it is. but we turned it over a lot that typically we don't do, but we think it's an effect of maybe not spreading the ball like we used to. So, you know, we might be robbing Peter to pay Paul. So it's not hard to confuse the player group, and maybe that's a bit of the reason for our boys in the back half today.
How'd you see the ruck battle, Gawn and Marshall?
Look, my head was like going to lots of other different places, to be honest. And I think Rowe had 6 and he had 10. I think he's been the preeminent ruckman of the era. Max, he's very talented and big man. I think he got hold of the hitouts, but Rowe was always late, fought on, got forward, got back. You know, so yeah. I think it was a good battle. Max probably won the hitouts and all that, and 10 clearances. So I don't tie it. Even how you coach, it's system v system. We put stock at Petracca. I thought, in a sense, he made it pretty hard when he could have got off the chain. So, yeah, but we didn't handle them on the outside, and they took a lot of marks. And we didn't
Injuries?
take that many.
Injuries today?
Not here. We've got some concerns with Cordy in the VFL. Just a bit of a wrench of the knee, but we'll scan that tomorrow and figure it out. There's some good performances against Casey down there. So look, you know, all there is action from her and take the feedback. So we're really disappointed, but we'll just stay the course and keep working.
You were in the top 5 for a lot of last year. Now you're, in the bottom 4 with essentially, I think, pretty much a similar group of players.
No, well, even today there was 8 different. From when we played Melbourne last year, there was 8 different.
I suppose the core is pretty similar. It's still 14.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know, Crouch, Butler, they're really important to us. Gresham was important, but we got Wilson in, so we're trading for the future.
Is the
Jones played. They're senior type players, so. But we're exposing Collard. It's pretty exciting, young Aboriginal boy from WA. He's got a lot of talent, but he's learning what the level's about. Yeah, hopefully we'll get Butler back in the next few weeks. But it's about what you got in front of you. Every team's got injuries. So, look, we're in a lot of close games. We didn't get it done. You know, now we're not playing great footy. So when this comes, you've got to work your way through it.
Do you think the solution is closer than what it may seem? Because, from the outside, it looks like...
Oh, not on today. Look, we're transitioning. We're playing... Last year we played finals, and not many talk about it, but the informed ones do, and the ones that want to prosecute a positive case will tell you. I forget the age group, it was 21 and under. No one played more 21 and unders and got more games than them and played finals in the last 15 years than us. But no one wants to prosecute that case. But it doesn't matter now. We showed what we're capable of, and we need to get back to that sort of level. Thanks, guys.